Fourth place to move into second. Michigan was also tied for second. They went 8-1 on the front end in the first round. Myles, Amine coming to the end of the second period. A caution there against Amine as he's up a point over Dakota Geer of Oklahoma State.
Jim, I gotta ask you, when you see matches like this where it's a low score but riding time is up the way it is, do you see that as a match that's in control kind of, or do you see it as like we still gotta do a little bit more?
Well, you've got to find another way to win the match. Okay, you've got to get a quick escape and then just work on getting on your feet, because you just don't want to give up that next takedown. Can't lose a defensive shot, you know. So your margin of error has just shrunk immensely, and particularly because you're getting worn down.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting worn down. That much riding time, that really takes a physical toll. Look at Geer trying to work hard in the bottom position, pushing back in. It's just a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I know that Michigan itself has been working a lot on breaking guys down, bumping guys down.
And that's what you have to do. You got to look at the man underneath is like a table. You're trying to take out legs of the table. You're trying to spread legs out, you know, just fold. You know, sometimes you're chopping them to kind of fold them in, but you're always trying to harass his base.
And Amine now in his 7th year of college. Started with a red shirt in 2016. He may go from college straight to Del Boca Vista after things are done. Bronze medalist representing San Marino at the 2020 Olympics.
Well, he just comes from a fantastic family that has supported wrestling. You know, there's wrestling at the international level, and of course the legacy Wolverines. You know, that family is Sam and Mike, their careers back in the 80s.
Definitely, no, they talk about it a lot. You know, I've actually had a lot of great conversations with Amine, you know, especially reaching out to his international success, coming back and being a bronze medalist and having to wrestle, you know, talking about, you know, how to deal with that and have the right mindset to come out here and just perform.
Well, we saw, you know, you've got to have a number of different ways to beat different guys. It was amazing in the Big Ten finals. You know, he did the equivalent of picking up the 4-10 split twice in that match, okay? The takedown at the end against Brooks, and then the takedown in overtime. Picked up 2 4-10 splits back-to-back.
Yeah.
And Brooks is cruising right now over on the right side. The Nittany Lion against Hunter Bolen of Virginia Tech. 8-0. Seemingly on his way to a victory. Brooks, the only wrestler to defeat Amine this year, who came in here to Detroit with 1 loss during the regular season. Won by tech fall, Amine did in his first match. He and Geer, 2 guys who were wrestlers in 2017 in the championship. This might be the most experienced head-to-head matchup we've seen so far. And Amine, the Big Ten champ, finishes on top, metaphorically and literally, with a victory over Geer, 5-1.
And one thing I want to say too, like great Amine getting his hand raised, but Aaron Brooks, I've had the pleasure of training with him every now and then. You know, he's definitely a guy that's a competitor, that you beat him or you do anything, it doesn't matter what it is, he wants to come back and get it back. So, you know, he seems very focused, very ready, and you can just tell in the way that he's moving, the body language, that he's ready for this national championship. So it's cool to watch.
I always look at the guy that the coach is rolling around with. And that's who Cael Sanderson was rolling around with on Wednesday. He got a lot of choices when you got 10 qualifiers, but you know, that was the guy that he wanted to make sure was having a good day. Cael Sanderson rolling around with Aaron Brooks, and he came out here in this match here, shot out of a cannon, 8-0 lead, lots of riding time.
Well, Gibby, that's the way you have to decipher what Cael is thinking, because he's probably not going to tell you.
Oh, that's so true.
Well, but AB looks really good right here. He doesn't look like he wants to slow down either.
And Bolen does get on the board, but it's a final score for Brooks, up 9-1 over Hunter Bolen.